Why not? I got Ilana in the house. Hey, what's up? My strength. We're together again after 27 years.
Totally.
Baby. It hasn't been 27 years since I've seen you, but
no.
I met you 27 years
You did,
ago.
but it feels like a long time, even though it feels like no time.
Meant to be back together again.
Yeah.
So about a month ago, we reconnected, which is so weird because it feels like zero time has passed. And we just got to talking about everything and where we were, how young we were. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Getting my body. I posted a picture yesterday. Did you see?
I think I came across it, yeah.
My before when I was 20 years old and not a mother.
I've seen that before, yes.
To today.
Yeah.
And that's really when you knew me.
Yes, that's right.
She came up to me at the gym that we were both teaching at, and she said, when you have that baby, my daughter, who's 26 years old, I want to train you. And from that moment on, we've just been connected. And we have a love for fitness. We have a love, certainly, for helping people.
Yes, definitely.
And that's one of the things is that it's not just about looking and feeling good, but it's also about helping other people, inspiring people to see that they can be healthy and fit and that it doesn't have to kill them.
So true.
And I wasn't the athletic one who loved to work out and loved to go for a run and was super successful at it. That wasn't me. I wasn't the strongest. I wasn't the fittest. I was the chubby one that didn't get picked.
Wow.
But you have made it so easy for people to look and feel their best. And now, at the age that we're at, talking about longevity and what that means to you. Because I didn't even really know, longevity, peptides, we talked about that, peptides, hormones, working out. But longevity in the gym, what does that mean to you? Because that's totally different.
That's very different. Yeah, I like that. Longevity in the gym, longevity when it comes to how to work out so you can ensure that you're going to move beautifully in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. What kind of quality of life do you want physically? That's really...
Well, and as I'm aging and my class is aging and your clients are aging, right? People are having knee replacements. People are having arthritis. People are having breakdowns of the bodies, injuries from overuse, injuries from accidents, right? Mm-hmm. And how do you work around that but still stay active and healthy?
This is the thing, just because a breakdown of the body happens, even though I feel it doesn't have to, but when it does, like you said, surgeries or injuries or stuff, we'll say shit happens, right? So even though you want to make sure that you don't stop moving, but sometimes it's a challenge because you're like, okay, what do I do now? I don't want to hurt myself again.
Right. And I had this conversation actually with my mom yesterday, who we're going to bring in here.
Yay.
This is going to be so fun.
I love her.
My mom, who you've all seen, she works out, but her back has really been hurting her. So she's babying her back. So she's moving less. So she's losing muscle, right? And then it's a downward spiral because you become weaker. So your posture is worse. So you're so you lose more weight. So you become frail. That's what happens as people age.
Yes. People age. People are here for long. So therefore, they're here long. I hate the word aging because what I feel with longevity, aging doesn't have to be a downer. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm feeling. I know I do see a lot of people that age and their quality of life goes down. So I'm aware of that. So I'm not being like, duh, but I do feel there's a way to go where you don't have to lose your quality of life. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm excited about. Like, okay, you have these challenges. Okay, don't worry. We're going to work around them, keep you strong, keep the muscle in your body, make sure your bones stay strong so you can ensure for yourself that you have a quality of life. So let's say with your mom, which I love, yes, we have to be careful with her.
She has known my mother for 27 years and has trained my mom for a long time as well.
Yeah. Yes, and I definitely have a connection with her as well. And I'm so happy I got to meet her through you. But with your mom, you're right. She has to keep on exercising. She can't No, we have to circumvent what's going on and exercise in a way that she feels like, wow, I can do a lot of things here. Yep. Okay, and then you build your confidence and you're like, wow, I'm actually don't really feel my age so much.
And building the strength around maybe the weakness so that weakness becomes less and the strength becomes more.
And without creating pain.
And this was great because, okay, how many of you go to the gym? And even my mindset has had to change because I feel like most of us when we work out, it's a mental thing. If you don't leave the gym dripping, drenched in sweat, if you don't leave the gym in pain, if it didn't hurt, you didn't do a good job.
Oh my goodness. If you don't feel the pain, you're not. The opposite in longevity for me. No pain, all gain. Like, do not go to the place where your body's saying, ouch, ouch. Don't do it. That means it's giving you a signal. If you keep on going further, you're going to hurt me in a way that's not conducive for your longevity.
Well,
if you're a professional athlete, that's something else, right?
When you go to the gym, the whole thought process is basically you strain the fibers of the muscle and the muscle heals and gets stronger, and then you're able to build more muscle. But what you're saying is exactly right. Yes, for a professional athlete who needs to put on more muscle mass, who needs to be stronger to be competitive, yes. For longevity purposes, that's not necessary.
Not necessary. It's actually...
It drives people away,
It does,
too.
and it also gives a message to the body like, are you putting more pain on me? Are you doing this again like 60 years later? It's like almost like your body, your system gets sick of being treated that way.
Yeah.
So you want to treat yourself, your body, in a new way where you are intense, but it's called relaxed intensity. You're intense, but not through pain and discomfort.
So I absolutely love everything you say. This excites me so much, you guys. And I was telling her that when I had my ski accident, I will say that it's sort of a blessing in disguise. My workouts are based on, I want this body, and I've learned how to get this body, and that was my primary goal. Not longevity, not how does my body feel particularly. Before I had my skiing accident, my body felt like shit all the time. And I think a little bit of it was ego, and everybody else expected it, loved it, wanted it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be the one to say I'm not going to do it anymore.
Absolutely.
Air jacks, burpees, high intensity jumping jacks and things like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as the ski accident happened, I had to completely redo everything I had done and revisit what am I going to do moving forward. And that's low impact, high intensity, low impact, new way to work out. And how do I, moving forward, look, I've turned 50 this year. I'm hitting menopause, body's changing. I need to treat my body differently. And Ilana, you have exactly that.
I thank you. Like, that excites me. Like, first of all, I want to say about you that you have transformed yourself. So,
you saw
like
the
you
pictures.
said,
She met me in that last picture.
You've always been gorgeous, okay? But when you're like a person that had a desire to have something, and you've created that. So that's exciting for me. Like, you created the body you want. So now you're in a phase, okay, I want to keep this body, and I also don't want to have pain. I want to make sure that in my 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I want to be active and can do the things I love to do. And that's the next phase. But my vision is that when you turn 60 in 10 years, you're going to even be and look even better than this because we're making this change right now.
This is what we decided we wanted to do is bring my mom in here because there's no age, there's no intensity, there's no, clearly my mom and I are not on the same page with our workouts.
You're not supposed to be,
And how fun for my mom and I to come and work out with Ilana. Working out can be fun. It doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be a chore. Make a change in your life, make your body look and feel better. And at the end, you're going to want to come to your sessions.
Yes.
So what we want to do is kind of give you some weekly tips, kind of talk about some different things.
We're just creating this as we're going,
right? Yeah, we're creating this as we're going. I just think you will get a lot out of it, tuning in, seeing different methods of the way that you train because it's a completely different mindset.
Exactly.
And we're in the same age range.
We are. We're in the same flow.
We've been in the fitness industry since the beginning of time. Really, because actually when we got into fitness, it was still relatively new.
Pretty new.
It
Pretty
really
new
was.
in many ways. That's right. There were less fads.
Coming from like Jane Fonda, right?
Yeah.
It came from like high impact Nautilus, and then it kind of came into where big gyms started popping up. But it was fairly new. We were really in the beginning of it.
That's true. In many ways.
And there were so many fads with food and different methods of how you should eat. The no, as long as it was no fat, eat all you want, right? Like there were so many different fad diets that we've been through.
Food, that's a whole nother story, right? Eating for longevity.
The way I like to teach is generalized. I know the way you like to teach is generalized. Nobody's going to follow it like this. Because as soon as we do that to you, you guys are going to be like, it's too much. I don't want to. I'm not packing my food for the day.
No way.
I'm not, right? Like, it has to be, you have to be able to live
Exactly.
in the world. You have to be able to go on vacation and still exercise in a
Totally.
reasonable way. Like,
Totally.
you're not going to take your whole gym with you to,
That's right.
vacation.
That's not real. That's not real. It's not
real.
necessary.
And, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's all about making it, real life, making it accessible for you, making it doable, making it fun, and getting the results.
I love that. Just want to inspire you. We want to inspire that you can have it all. You don't have to lose your body the longer you're alive. But you got to get smart, and that's what I feel you're
Mindset.
doing. Yes. You got to kind of figure out how you have to do things right now for where you're at right now in your life.
Dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor 'cause that's my planes.
Bye, guys.